In terms of my contribution to the course, it's really looking at the support and development of problem-based learning within the DECPsy curriculum at UCL. Now, problem-based learning is an approach to professional education that is now used the world over, from the intricacies of medicine right the way through to the detail of law. And it's the preferred approach to professional training because it provides trainees who are both capable of using theory and knowledge, but also have the capability and the competence to apply that to the novel situations in which they find themselves. So problem-based learning is the core of our curriculum delivery here. So the groups of trainees divide into two smaller groups and are engaged in problem-based learning. So problem-based learning uses a problem as a stimulus and a starting point for learning. Now, this problem could be to do with an individual child, it could be in terms of thinking about a school or a systemic issue, or indeed a local authority issue. And groups of trainees work together to discuss and debate the issues involved, and they work out what they already know. So they look at and draw upon their existing expertise and knowledge in this area to inform the situation. They then work out what they've got to find out next, and between them as a group come up with some priority and goals for learning. The group then work together in self-directed search for knowledge, so they might use electronic resources or go to the library, either with individuals or pairs. So they've used this stimulus, this problem, this starting point for learning, and they're learning in relation to solving this problem scenario. So the groups disperse and go and engage in this self-directed search for knowledge. Then next, in the second week, they then return and share that knowledge among the group. So this is the application of that knowledge and theory. So the groups are using the knowledge that they've acquired and adapting it and applying it to the problem situation. So this is the integration of knowledge and theory to actually help to come up with a suitable solution. And then in week 3 of problem-based learning, the two groups come back to show their solution to the problem scenario. So we have a session where both the PBL groups creatively and constructively have come up with a solution together and show that solution in the context of the problem-based scenario. And that's a really exciting and interesting session because the two groups have quite often come up with very different solutions to the same problem. But as long as people are able to show how they're applying psychological theory and reasoning in a tailored manner to that particular problem scenario, then people have learned what they need to do in applying psychology in a tailored fashion. And problem-based learning is a very collaborative way of learning. It's a way of learning together with your colleagues, but in an authentic situation because you're applying the knowledge to everyday experiences that educational psychologists can face. But it also means the learning occurs not only on an individual level, but in a group level, collaboratively and creatively. And learning can also be tailored according to the areas of knowledge and skill that the individual trainee wishes to develop. So in terms of my role, it's about enhancing and extending the problem-based learning curriculum so it's relevant and rewarding for trainees who come to study here.